Okay, so test 3 review, questions 52 to 58. Don't do 52, I don't like it. Okay. Alright, so write as an exponent, and then we have to give the answer. So I know it's going to be a fraction because there's a radical sign. This number goes in the bottom, and if there's no power, I just write a 1. Okay, and here, if we want the answer, I can just go the third root of 5 1/12 is 8. Now here, because it's a radical sign, I know there's going to be a fraction. This root always goes on the bottom, and if there's no power, it's just 1 up there. So if I want the answer, I just go the fourth root, 4096, which is 8. Now, because this is a radical, I know there's going to be a fraction here, but be careful, I have to put brackets around this because it's all of this to the fraction. So if you leave the brackets off, it will be wrong. So the third root goes down here, like this. And let's put it in my calculator. The third root of negative 27. So negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3 is negative 27. Okay, 56, what did it say? 56, we have to write it, we just find the answer. Okay, the fourth root, let's see, the fourth root of negative 16. Okay, so when you're oh, you couldn't see before. So if I put this in, the fourth root of 16, and my calculator goes like this, an error, it means the root is not a negative number. So I would write here, not a negative number, a real number. The root is not a real number. Okay. Now when does this happen? When you have a negative, and here you have an even number. So it will happen when you have something like this. 8 is an even number, and maybe you have negative 32, because this is negative and this is an even number. You can have it when you have 10, negative, I don't know, 11. As long as this is a negative number and this is even, then it's always going to be not a real number, and you can't take the square root. So if I go square root of negative 25, same, because this is a 2, even number, and this is a negative. Okay, so the fifth root of this, what am I supposed to do? Let me read the instructions. It says write it as a fraction, write it as an exponent. So radical means a fractional exponent. 5 is on the bottom, and I don't have a power, so it's just 1 on the top. If I want my answer, I'm just going to go here, fifth root of 1025. Was it 1025? This should be a 4. I wrote a 5, but it should be a 4. Ah, so that means 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 is 1024. The next one. So there's a negative in the front, so I'm just going to cover it up first. And I have to be careful, because the negative's with the 32, I have to put the 32 in brackets. Now because there's a radical sign, I know it's going to be a fractional exponent, and this is going to go to the bottom. There's no power, so it's just 1, and then I put the negative back on. Okay.